Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Joao Cancelo as Manchester City defender Cancelo is set to join Barcelona on a loan to buy deal. Total agreement have been closed. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Joao Felix, as Atletico Madrid are reportedly ready to loan out a 50 million rated Barca target. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have looked far and wide in the transfer market to fortify their right back position as it remains a position that Xavi places great emphasis on after telling the likes of Pablo Maffeo, Ivan Fresneda, and Juan Foy, it appears that the Catalans may finally have landed on Joao Cancelo, who had been their primary target in the first place. According to AS, barring any unexpected twist, Cancelo is set to become Barca's latest signing. The operation is operating or is reportedly very close to completion, with Barcelona and with City expected to reach a total agreement over the course of the following week. The operation will be a loan deal with an option to buy permanently. Xavi vehemently requested the signing of a right back, and Cancelo has always been his priority signing. Following Pep Guardiola and Cancelo's fallout, it was already expected that the Portuguese would leave this summer, and with personal terms reportedly already agreed upon, and now the final hurdle involving an agreement with the citizens, no longer a far cry. Barcelona are best placed to acquire the player. The Premier League champions wanted to sell him permanently, but in the current economic climate, paying a fee upfront for Cancelo was improbable for Barca. Yet the 29-year-old's insistence to join the La Liga champions has played a big role, with an agreement now on the horizon. As mentioned earlier, Cancelo's arrival in Barcelona appears to be occurring under the loan formula with a purchase option. Barcelona will gain 26.2 million euros in fair play margin as a result of Dembele's departure, which has opened the door for Cancelo's signing. I think this should be a great news for us. Of course, looking for a right back hasn't been easy, and with this recent report claiming that a move for Joao Cancelo is getting closer and closer, I think it's something to jubilate. We know that Xavi have been mentioning Barca getting the right back being now the top priority before even going for any winger, amid links to Neymar, Joao Felix, and so on and so forth. But I think right back was supposed to be the next signing, and from the look of things, it will be the next signing for Barcelona. And for me, I think Joao Cancelo is the most quality target that we had in our wish list, because Barca were linked with about four of them: Joao Cancelo, Ivan Fresneda, Juan Foy, Pablo Maffeo. I think, but of course, the highest quality of them is Joao Cancelo. Even though some people have been talking about the age that he's 29, almost 30, whereas Fresneda from Valladolid is, I think, 18. Deco, the new sporting director of Barca, was pushing back for a move for Deco, as he believed that Fresneda is a player for the long term and he has a lot of potential. But Xavi did not see it in the same way, so there was no general consensus. That was where the problem lies. That is why Barca couldn't push for a move for Fresneda, despite long links with the player. Deco also argued that the player is far more affordable than Cancelo, but Xavi have insisted till today that Joao Cancelo is the player that the Xavi wants. He prefers Cancelo. Despite the age, he still believes Cancelo still have some good number of years ahead of him to play at the highest level. And also for the Cancelo issue, there have been a lot of issues about, or questions about the player's attitude, and questions arising if will Xavi be able to cope with this Cancelo attitude, because when we look at things, Cancelo have been having some very bad track record as to his issues with some coaches. In Juventus, he had some issues. He is in even in Valencia. He has some track record of not too good attitude. And Xavi believes that he will be able to handle him. So let's just see how it goes. We hope that he behaves himself and act according to what the manager tells him to do. So it remains to be seen how the move for Cancelo will look like, but I think a lot of reliable sources have come out lately to give some good news about that, saying that Cancelo and Barca are getting closer and closer. Manchester City, given the fact that City and Pep they don't want Cancelo to continue this season, it definitely means that they will easily let go of the player as compared to players like Bernardo Silva, who Pep Guardiola sees as very, very vital to his lineup or to his team. So for Cancelo, it's better to sell him than keeping him that Pep does not even like putting him again. Like we saw match day one, the game against Burnley, he did not even feature in the squad list. So let's see how the coming days will look like. Then on to the final story of discussion as Atletico Madrid continue to find a solution for Barcelona target Joao Felix. A report from COPE has emerged that there are, in fact, no purchase offers for the Portuguese at the moment. So the Rojiblancos' plan is to loan him to a team like Barca in order to increase his market value and sell him at the end of the season. Right now, a team from Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal to be particular, has made an offer worth 15 million for a season-long loan, but Atletico consider this a very tame approach. Um, Over the past couple of weeks, it has been learned that Al Hilal and their manager Jorge Jesus have personally approached the player to change his mind, but the former Benfica man is only dreaming a move to Barca. Felix, who spent the previous season on loan at Chelsea, has been quite vocal about his desire to move to Barcelona, having saying that I would love to play for Barca. Barca have always been my first choice, and I would love to join Barca. It was always my dream since I was a kid. If it happens, it will be a dream come true for me. Barca very much have Felix on their radar, but doubts continue to persist about the move, mainly due to Xavi Hernandez. With Dembele moving to PSG, Barca have thought of signing Felix, whose market value stands at 50 million. In fact, reports suggest that they would be willing to cover his entire season's salary, reported to be around 16 million euros, but with the condition that they would not pay a loan fee. However, it has been learned that Xavi is not really convinced by the player. Xavi is of the idea that Felix does not fit into his style of play, but the board is still hoping that the manager will eventually agree to sign him due to the lack of attacking reinforcements. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.